my top 3 picks to purify water. Let's get to it. For this video right here, it's going to be an introduction, basically my 3 top picks to purify water. But I want to focus on the portability of it, to make it portable. You're traveling over a distance or a long distance, because there's plenty of filters out there. Some of them are these big electronic pumps, and there's bags and all kinds of stuff. And I want to focus on a condensed version. So just be mindful what you're going to see in this video is geared towards being portable. You're on the go, you're on the move, bug out, get home bags, things like that. So let's focus on that and go into our top 3 picks to purify water. Now, before we get too far down the trail, let's go ahead and have a quick discussion of disinfect versus purify. When you disinfect water, usually through boiling, you're going to destroy or render inert viruses, bacteria, protozoa, and parasites. The water can look like crap, taste like crap, smell like crap, but it's safe to drink. And on this hand over here, we have purification. That's where you're going to remove viruses, bacteria, protozoa, and parasites, making the water look good, taste good, smell good, and resemble bottled water. You also have the opportunity with filtration or purification to remove radiation, pharmaceutical waste, as well as petroleum-based products. The first one is the most expensive. This is the Grail Geopress. Comes in many different colors. Retails for around $100. They sell a titanium version of this for around $200. It's pricey as hell. It's a 3-stage system. You have your cup right here that you collect your water in. You have a filter that screws on the bottom. And then you have your container right here where the purified water goes into. Now, the beauty of this product is that it removes 99.99999 infinity 9 of viruses, bacteria, protozoa, and parasites. And the water will resemble bottled water, and it tastes pretty good. The downside of this system is that filter is only good for approximately 65 gallons. There's other ones on the market that are good for 100. There's ones on the market that are good for 1,000. I've seen some that are 10,000. So for the price and the amount of filtration you're going to get, that's up to you. It's iffy in my opinion. This holds 24 ounces. So like most filters, there's no gauge on here telling you when it's half full or 3/4 or hey, time to change the filter. So unless you're carrying your handy dandy notebook and every time you go through 24 ounces, going to the math, going, okay, I know 32 ounces is a quart, there's 4 quarts to a gallon, and you're doing that sort of math, how are you really going to know when it's time to change this out? So there's goods and bads to this. Another positive spin on this is look at it. It resembles a water bottle. I've seen people at airports with this clip to their backpack go through TSA, go to a third world country, and go to their drinking fountains, get the water, purify it, and you're on the move, you're on the go. So there's a benefit right there versus popping out filters and trying to take care of a big mess and a problem. Downside is the price for what you get as far as gallon-wise, price per gallon. But all in all, it's a good container, it's a good system. And because you can transport it, because you can go through TSA, because you can fly with it, you can take it to other countries, and it resembles a water bottle. And it's, in my honest opinion, weighs no more than an actual stainless steel water bottle. Why not carry something like this if you're on the move and you need to bug out somewhere or you need to have it in a get-home bag? Got a fill line right here. You have your contaminated or questionable water on the inside of it. All you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and open this cap up right here to where air can vent. You can actually take it off or just open it, unscrew it a little bit, and then simply place it inside and push down. And they say within 8 seconds it should be ready to go and filtered. There we go. We're going to push it straight down. And now it should be sealed on the inside, and the water should be on that inside container. So all in all, it's a self-contained unit, and in my opinion, it should be part of a backpack kit because you can always collect water on the go. Just make sure you're keeping track of how many gallons you've actually purified through here. That way you can take the filter off and replace it. So, you know, the saying goes, buy once, cry once, $100. And I mean, for what it's worth, I have no complaints. For years, I used a LifeStraw in the beginning, 10 years ago. When it first came out, it was the next best thing, and everybody had one. But it was marketed, and I think they actually used the terminology to get a cool sip of water. And you look at the scope of things, a cool sip, if your body's blowing through, say, a quart of water an hour, what exactly is a cool sip going to do for you? Okay, and to sit there and actually suck a quart of water through a straw, which is what a LifeStraw is, one, you know, unless that's your career, you know, your mouth muscles are going to be kind of sore. And I actually attempted it one time over in Denmark just to see how long it would take and could I keep this up. And let's just say after the second time I tried it, I was done. So the cool sip theory, one, is going to further dehydration. And two, you're not going to get a quart of water continuously in your body as you're releasing that water to stay hydrated. During that 10-year span that the LifeStraw reigned supreme, it went through an evolution, and other companies came in as well. One of them is the American Red Cross personal water filter. And just like the LifeStraw today, they now have a threaded bottom that will take on any 2-liter or 24-ounce water bottle. So now you can collect the water, attach it to your filter, open it up, and drink from it. Now comparing this to a LifeStraw, you're about 25% shorter. The filter is almost identical in meaning what it filters out, as well as the amount of gallons. You're looking at 1,000 gallons. Downside, just like a Geopress, how do you know what a mouthful of water is compared to a gallon? So my recommendation would be attach it to a 24-ounce bottle, or even better yet, a 32-ounce bottle, 4 quarts to a gallon. That way you can keep track of it. Another downside, let's say you got to 300 gallons and it starts being difficult to get water through it, meaning the filter's being clogged. There's no way to back flush this and clean it out, like a Sawyer or the new LifeStraw squeeze bag that I'll show you here in a minute. So pretty much if it gets clogged, if you're not keeping track of it, those could all cost you in the end. But for a good portable secondary backup device that can be tossed into a cargo pocket in case you lost your pack, or a butt pack on a military harness, a pocket in a backpack, glove box, fishing tackle box, I'm all for it. Let's say you found this water bottle out in the woods. Why? Because there's trash everywhere. Filled it up in a questionable water source, take your filter, screw it on there, and there you go. I drink water for what it is. This one here is a Sawyer Squeeze. Comes with two 32-ounce bags with lids. You have your actual filter. There's a rubber hose. There's also a back flush syringe, and it comes with a mesh bag to try to hold all this stuff together. It's just, if I lose this, then I can't clean it. You know, if I get a hole in this bag, then I can't use it. So there's a lot of different things, a lot of moving parts and variables that I just don't like. But the filter itself has a lot of options, and I'll show you that here in a minute. I have the box, and you can actually use this. The threads are compatible with several different items, and that's a plus for me. Also, there's a lifetime warranty on this, and just like the LifeStraw and many others, it take out 99.999% of everything you need to worry about and be fine, and use this probably for your lifetime. there's not many cases where people are going to rely on filtered water using one of these every single day of their life. So think about that. If you camp once a week, twice a month, you hike somewhere a couple times a month, I mean, this will last your lifetime. So with that, let's check it out. And just like the Red Cross filter, like that picture showed, a water bottle of 20 ounce or larger is compatible with the threads. There's a small rubber gasket inside there also that will prevent it from leaking. And you can just open this up. Wants to open up there. And drink from it. It's gravity fed. So once you push on this, it will just drip out. The other option is directly from the bag. You find your questionable source, fill it up, and place it on there the exact same way. Gravity fed as well, and it's a squeeze bag, so you can squeeze the bag or roll it up, and as you put pressure on that, it will drip out the bottom. Let's talk option A and option B. Option A, the bag comes with it. Go to your questionable water source, fill it up, attach your filter, roll or squeeze it into your mouth or into a container. First time, every time. Option B, very realistic. And here's why. Humans are disgusting animals. There hasn't been one creek, one stream, one river, one trail that I've been to in the United States that at some point I haven't looked over or just saw in the middle of the trail some type of plastic container sitting there. Usually bottles this size. Why? Because day hikers, they carry these, get that cool drink of water. When they're done, F it, I'll leave it somebody else's problem. And it becomes somebody else's problem in the long run. So finding something like that to collect water and then purify that water with a Sawyer filter, 100% realistic. Now, here's where we up our game and we level up, okay? Level up like a boss. And that's with 3D printed adapters that can go directly to a wide mouth water bottle, a regular mouth water bottle, military style canteens, and even, oh yes, military style 2-quart canteens. Now, for those that have been watching the past 6 months to a year, you've noticed that I've tried to find the OGs of the gear industry, the original gangsters. It all started with that Savoda backpack. There's been several companies, Chinese companies and knockoffs. Because of that model, it's very popular, and there's a lot of companies that want to try to get a piece. And several other items that I've shown, other companies have done the same thing, or similar things. Now, this individual, Father Nomad, I reached out to him. I saw what he had, and I said, you know what, that's something that you put a lot of thought into. And I got looking on the market, and there was other ones that resembled it. So I thought, the chicken or the egg, who came first? So I contacted him and talked to him and found out that he's been doing this for over 4 years. And he's solely responsible for the other companies, some as new as 6 months ago, that are producing 3D printed adapters that will fit wide mouth bottles, military canteens, military style 2 quarts, and so on and so forth. So after talking to him, I discovered that, his process most likely is superior to others, uses a higher grade material, made in the USA, and most importantly, is a single father. And he's raising a daughter, trying to make ends meet, and doing what he can to get his business out there in front of people, and hopefully one day do it full time and create gear that people will use. So when I heard that, I was 100% sold. And I said, I'm going to do what I can to help you get out there. And so what can you do for me? Well, after looking at his adapters, he can make them any color he wants. And I found the ones that I most likely will be using. And that's an adapter from the Sawyer Squeeze directly into my metal container and into what? My plastic canteens from a military harness. So check this out. We're going to take this adapter and we're going to thread it onto our wide mouth bottle, and then from that we can now thread directly onto our Sawyer Squeeze, which will allow you now to fill your contaminated source, squeeze it down into the filter and directly into the bottle without losing a drop. Flip side to this, what if your bag had a hole in it? What if you had no way to collect contaminated water other than using your container? Taking his other adapter, we can now thread this onto here and treat your metal container just like a squeeze bag. And I can now drink through gravity directly from the spout. This right here is my all-time favorite setup because I have my 2-quart container. What if I don't have my squeeze bag? This is basically a 2-quart squeeze bag waiting to happen. Add your smaller threaded adapter into it. Filter onto that. And now I have a large squeeze bag and I can put it directly to my mouth or into my other container. Now, in order for any gravity-fed system to actually work, or manual by you squeezing it down in there, you have to be able to remove the air. And he's thought of that as well. There's small holes in both of these adapters that as the water is being forced from one container through the filter into the other, all that air is being forced out of those holes to keep the rate of flow constant. And the material that he uses will hold up in a dishwasher. It will hold up inside of a hot vehicle and through multiple upon multiple upon multiple uses out in the woods. And I'm quite sure that if there was a defect, he's the kind of person that will replace it immediately and get you another one. There's multiple colors as well. I'm going to put his link, once again, he's Father Nomad. I'm going to put his link in my video description box. Check him out, tell him I sent you. Let's go ahead and clarify something really quick before we continue on. Am I against 3D printing? No, I'm not. It's great technology, and I think it has its time and place, and it's good to have options available to you. I'm just looking at who came first. It's the chicken or the egg, and Father Nomad is a great guy. Been doing it for over 4 years. Once again, his website link will be in my video description box. Now, along with that, October 15th is right around the corner, and we're opening the doors for Survival Mastery, and Survival Mastery online for YouTube, as well as our website. Both links are also found in my video description box. Go to the YouTube channel. If you're a subscriber of mine or you follow me in any way, go ahead and subscribe there, hit that like button and the notification bell. Go ahead and ring that bad boy. That way you get notified when new videos drop there. We're having weekly drops, meet the trainer. We're having tips and tricks, video clip teasers, things like that. On the actual website, we're offering a 15 to 25% discount before October 15th. So I would take advantage of that before it's gone. Once again, those links are all found in my video description box. Now, let's get out of here. With that, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. One, my Amazon affiliate page, and 2, my Etsy store. Both links are found inside my description box. Now, please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, and then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. As always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.